artists! Today I'm going to show you how to make a bubble print. So the materials that you're going to need to get together to start this project are some paper. I prefer to use some thicker paper like multimedia or watercolor, but if you only have regular printer paper, that is okay too. You're going to need a straw, some food coloring, any food coloring will work, some dish soap, any brand of dish soap will work, some bowls. If you're only going to do one color, then you only need one bowl, but I'm planning to do a couple, so that's why I have a few. I also like to use a clear bowl so that I can see my bubbles rising, but you don't need to use a clear bowl if you don't want to. And lastly, you'll just need some water. Once you've gathered all your materials, you're going to begin by getting one of your bowls ready. So now I have my one bowl right here. I'm going to take my water and I'm going to add some to my bowl. You don't need very much, just enough so that you can swirl it around and that you don't think your straw will hit the bottom when you put it in. Next, you're going to add your dish soap. So I'm just gonna add a little bit. There's no exact measurement. And then I'm going to pick a color. So I think I'm going to do blue. So I'm gonna do probably like 4 or 5 drops, just so I know that it'll be really nice and dark. You can adjust this after you mix. Mix, mix, mix. See how dark it looks? If you can still see through your water, that means that it's a little light and your color might turn out a little bit more of a pastel, like a light tone. So if you want, you can go back and add a little more. I'm gonna add 2 or 3 more drops to mine. And then I'm just going to use my straw again to mix. So now I'm just going to do a few practice blows with my straw. And I could see that there was a bubble that formed, but also I could feel the air blowing onto my hand. This is what you want. You don't want you to be blowing so gently that you can't feel the air, but you also don't want to blow super hard that you might make a splash in your water, because we don't want any food coloring dye splashing up onto your face. So once you are confident that you think you know how hard you need to blow in your straw, you're going to place it into your bowl and begin to blow. And I'm going to stop when I notice that the bubbles have risen above the bowl. So now that I see my bubbles are rising really high, I'm going to take a piece of paper and press all of the bubbles down back into the bowl. I'm going to let that sit for a few seconds. And there it is. So what this tells me is that I don't have enough food coloring. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back, add some more food coloring, do a little mix, and try again. Whoa, my bubbles are gonna blow away. Try again, press them in there. And let's see, did I get them this time? Much better. So as you can see, it has a lot to do with experimenting. You have to see how much color you need. Maybe I added a little too much water at the beginning, but I think I have a better idea of how much food coloring I need based on how much water I add to my bowl. I'm going to make one more print. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of water, less than I added last time. And then I'm going to use red this time. I'm gonna add more food coloring. So I'm gonna do probably like almost 10 drops. Then I'm going to add my soap. Time to mix. And press. Press the bubbles back down into their home. And there we have it.